Where are we?
So Jason, where are we?
Where are we? Where are we?
Hint.
All right, where are we? There's palm trees.
And it's chilly out here.
Yeah. What's that? Hi. Hi.
Hi, everybody.
Where are we? Hey, Baba. Where are we?
Where are we?
Julie, where are we?
Where are we?
Where are we? Where are we?
Where? Hi, Jason. Where are we?
Well, we're currently in our studio.
Oh, I know that. But last week, we were actually at Lutheran High School.
That's right.
And it was fun because we do this every single year. We provide lunch for 80 teachers and staff at Lutheran High School. And we provided lunch from Costa Vida, which is a great restaurant in Lone Tree.
Yeah, we do it every quarter, roughly, and we've been doing it for years. And it's cool because Lutheran changed campuses. When did they change campuses? Like 2011 or something like that?
No, back in 2004.
Oh, a long time ago. So anyway, our kids go to school there actually. And excuse me, our son is a freshman and our daughter's graduating this year. She's a senior. And so we love to provide lunch. So when they moved campuses, actually there's not like really like a cafeteria with food or anything. So they have food catered in from some local businesses every week.
And most
sandwiches.
Most of the teachers actually bring their own lunch, right?
Right, they brown bag it. So we think, it's really cool. So whenever we do it, the headmaster, Mr. Ness, sends out an email kind of the week before. And it was kind of funny because we were at the Pack the Den basketball game. Our son plays for the basketball team. And on Friday night, it was a Pack the Den. So we sponsored I think it was 200 t-shirts, and we had Korea Real Estate Group on the t-shirts.
Great placement.
Yeah, it was cool.
I love your marketing person.
I know. yeah, exactly. And so I went to Pack the Den to watch the games, and I was getting approached by teachers, or they were giving us a thumbs up. Oh, all right, we got lunch. Next week, Costa Vida, because the headmaster had emailed out where we were going to be catering lunch from and stuff like that. So they get really excited because normally they're, like we said, they're kind of brown bagging it and stuff like that. And it's just kind of a really nice tip of the cap. Those teachers are amazing humans, and the amount that they give back to the students and what they do as faculty are just they're amazing people.
Yeah, the student teacher ratio is 13-1, which is amazing.
It's a great school.
And we had the opportunity to bring in one of our business partners, who is Julie and Barbara. We met from Aslan Mortgage.
Yeah, Aslan Home Lending.
Yeah.
And they co-sponsored the event with us.
And they were great because they made these cute little Super Bowl cups with cookies. And so every teacher got one, which was fantastic. So the teachers really felt appreciated, and you could see it when they walked in the door.
Oh yeah, and there's 3 lunch periods. So
we had to make sure there was plenty of food.
We got through the first.
I sent him back to Costa Vida, called my gal there, and was like, oh my gosh, can you prepare more food for us? Just so that we had enough food for 80 people in the 3rd period.
Yeah, exactly. Because they came through the first period and we were already halfway through all the food, and there were 2 periods to go. So I cruised over there, and Costa Vida is a great spot if you haven't been there. It's in Lone Tree, as Susie mentioned. There's a couple really good restaurants that we really like over there. And we'll get to that, some other time in another podcast, because there is a place that we want to go and kind of invite you to see what the fair looks like, and dinner and the ambiance and stuff. So we're going to be doing that in a number of different places. But Costa Vida,
fresh Mexican food. So it's similar to Qdoba.
I think a little higher end.
It's just wonderful. We've provided lunch for them from there before, and it's worked out really well, and they really appreciate it. We've also done Dion's Pizza.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
that's kind of easy because it's like pizza, it's salad, and we always have enough food. So
Yeah.
we did a great job. I'm really proud.
Well, I gotta say though, no matter how much we bring, I mean, it's always kind of like touch and go if you're gonna make it to the end and feed everybody, because they even the Dion's pizzas, there were times where, well, Dion's is cool because
it's great green chili pizza.
yeah,
If you
green
haven't
chili,
tried it, when
pepperoni,
you
green chili.
have an opportunity, green chili chicken.
Yeah, it's good. So we love to. So what the goal is, kind of like, where are we? Is to have go to local restaurants, be part of the community, patronize them, and then share with the community.
Just share our everyday life, and because we live and breathe in this community, and we love giving back. And this is one of the things we do, just part of our everyday life. And so we want to share that with you so that you could become familiar with us. And also our community too. So, Lutheran High School, like we were saying, it was a tiny little school tucked away off Parker Road, and I think it was by Freaky's.
That's a head shop, pretty much. So
yeah, but it's a Lutheran Christian high school. Fantastic school. I just highly recommend it. The teachers are great. Mr. Ness is so nice.
Yeah, I think he might be the nicest person
Yeah.
I've ever met in my life.
Yeah.
He's kind of like Ned Flanders nice.
Oh,
I mean, he's not Ned
just
Flanders.
really
He's
nice,
just the nicest guy ever in the history of people.
Yeah, but it is a great school. They have about 1,000 students. It grows every year.
It's growing right now, and the student body's growing. I mean, it's kind of on the map now because it's
87% of the people that graduate, the kids that graduate there, go to a 4-year college.
Wow, look at you stats.
I know. I love it.
What is happening here?
I'm learning more and more as I go, but we knew how great, the school was before. Our kids went to North Star Academy, which was a charter school, and they have several different charter schools in Douglas County and in Colorado as well. They're not private. You have to volunteer. I volunteered 40 hours a year.
And there's a lottery.
Yeah.
To gain admission. Schools. Yeah, but you live in the county and then you can gain admission.
And Lutheran High School is in Douglas County. It's in Parker, Colorado. And, they're expanding their campus there right now. They just expanded the parking there for the juniors and seniors and faculty. They have on tap. So one of the things about the school is that they have state champion softball team, 4 years in a row? Yeah.
I think they've won it 4 years in a row under the guidance of Glenn Estretti, the head coach. That program is just off the chain. It's got national recognition, notoriety. We have, the Colorado female athlete of the year, Haley Mastretti, was actually the athlete of the year in the state of Colorado last year from that program. And they're building a whole new softball and baseball complex there. They have more land, so they've been adding on to it. They've expanded the school and the dining hall. It's been pretty cool to see since our daughter's gone there. Like we said, she's a senior. And so, we've seen the growth over 4 years and that student body growth. There's a wait list now. It's kind of hard to get into now because it's on the map. There's a religious component with it that we really like. It's arduous. The curriculum is pretty stout. But like Susie was saying, it's college preparatory curriculum, and it dovetails really nicely with the charter schools in the area. In fact, Lutheran really likes it when they see kids from North Star Academy or American Academy. Like Susie said, there's a number of them in charter schools. We'd be happy to share that information with you in greater detail. Be happy to reach out to us and we'll share that with you. But the curriculum is really designed to work well with some of those charter schools, and the charter schools curriculum kind of coming through. And they teach kids how to study, how to excel in school. And we're just a huge proponent of that education and what it's done for our kids and our family. And we're very grateful for the faculty and the vision that the board has there to continue to expand and impact families. It's a great place.
They have a new basketball coach who came from Duke.
Yeah, he actually won. I think
wonderful.
he won like 3 national titles, or won 2 and went to
He's good
3.
with the kids.
Marty Clark is his name, and when we found out that he was going to be the head basketball coach, obviously we were ecstatic to have that pedigree of person there to lead those young men. So really neat.
Yeah, they have a couple. I'm sure they have a lot more people that have come from Lutheran High School, but they do have a basketball player, Bay Fall. He was born in Dakar. And he moved to Colorado when he was 15. So now he plays for Kansas State.
Oh, cool.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
And he's in his 4th year there. And then John Scott, he's a journalist with Fox News.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So
So
I'm
that is
sure,
cool.
like
So
I said,
people,
there's
I mean,
probably a lot more
get
people that
successful coming out of there, going, like you said, 88% go to 4-year.
87%.
87%, 1%. Yeah, that's really cool. And just to be a part of that is, I think, really neat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We're blessed for sure.
Yeah. But Jason, so what? So why did you think that just because we brought lunch over, what's so big about that? Why do you think it's important?
Because we're giving back to the people that give to us.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one thing to send your kid there and, you've got to pay the tuition and whatnot, but so what? So what? So your kid's going to, have college preparatory curriculum. So what? So what is the giving culture of that program to be able for us to be able to give back to our community? And we see these people around. We'll see them at the farmers market downtown in Parker on Sundays in the summertime, and
Costco. It's fun.
Right.
Say hi to everybody.
They're in our community. So that's what.
Recognition, appreciation, it really kind of builds morale. They were really excited. Mr. Ness kept on saying how excited everybody was.
Oh my God, that guy is the nicest.
It was just great that we were able to do that. And, we really appreciate Julie and Barbara from Aslan Home Lending who participated.
Yeah, they knocked it out of the
really
park.
They did a great job.
Baskets.
Women in their cute little knickknacks and stuff that they think of and make for things like that.
Yeah, they had Super
great.
Bowl
The
cups, like
great.
plastic cups for the Super Bowl. What else did they have in there?
The cookies. They had Super Bowl cookies and just their business card. I thought it
You could
was
raffle
just a great
to win
idea.
what was it, Starbucks card or Subway card or something like that?
It was it was the wings.
Oh, Buffalo Wild Wings.
Buffalo Wild
right, because it was football themed.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right. And I
Yeah.
think there was a 6-pack of beer in each one or something like that.
No. But it was a great connection with everybody. We got to meet everybody. I just was like, hi, I'm Isabella and Jason's mom. And it was really nice to connect.
They're like,
with
oh God,
teachers.
those kids, oh jeez.
We have good kids.
Yeah, we do.
Jason's a little tester, but he's a good kid too.
Yeah.
So it's just it's nice.
Takes after his old man.
Yeah, probably.
A little bit.
Yeah.
We call her 10-2 Sue. Those hands on the wheel 10-2 Sue. Yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we just really enjoy the connection, and it was kind of great for the teachers. They don't have a lot of time. Some of them didn't even want to eat.
Have like a
right?
month
Like
period,
she just
right?
a couple of them came over and they were just grabbed a cookie and left. So
there was
worked
plenty.
hard. They
I don't
worked
know.
really hard.
I look forward to doing it again.
Mm-hmm.
In the next quarter. It's so rewarding with how excited and grateful they are that we're doing that for them.
Mm-hmm.
It almost strikes me like a little bit that I'm like, don't more people do that? What else do you guys get here? Like there should be people, totally doting on
and
them.
I always think of ways to volunteer because I know we're really busy a lot of times, and I volunteered 40 hours at North Star every year, including traffic duty.
Yeah, I never did.
So
Did I ever do one traffic duty? I don't think I did.
I also have 3 streets that I clean.
Right. Yeah. So what? So what? I've cleaned the streets before. That's not true at all. I've done it probably 3 or 4 times.
I don't think so.
What?
Anyway, let's move on.
Gosh.
I'm really glad that we were able to do that. Lutheran High School, great school. We'll have more information on our site, underneath the program here. For the website, you can look into it if you're interested in sending your kids to school here.
Yeah, you're moving here and you're evaluating schools. By the way, there's the public schools here are really good too. Legend's a very good school here in Parker. Chaparral's a good school. So there are other schools just beyond the charter schools and the private schools here. But you'd be happy to if you would like to get more information, and we'd love to be a local resource to you. We're just sharing with you what we know best because our kids go there, and but it doesn't mean that we don't have other schools that we can talk about or refer you to or discuss in greater detail. So,
and as we go, we'll definitely dive into other schools and their activities, and because those other schools are big.
Well, we've had a lot of friends that our kids have played sports with over the years, football and hockey and baseball, you name it, that basketball, that they went to the primary, the little North Star Academy or
Frontier
Valley, the local public school in our neighborhood, and then those kids have gone on to like Ponderosa, which is a good school. They're playing that football program under Jaron Cohen is going to be legit and for many years to come. And so, we are entrenched in the community, and we know a lot of information about each of them. And honestly, each school is kind of different for each person, and people send their kids to wherever they send them because it might be the better fit for them. And so really there's a lot of options here in Parker for kids and education. And they're all pretty darn good.
Douglas County has the best schools.
Yeah,
and
they're good schools. I mean, Rock Canyon's a very highly regarded school. Among others, but we're talking about Parker right now, effectively kind of Lutheran, but there will be other podcasts, and if you haven't seen them yet, you probably search for them, and we'll talk about those other schools too. And
we have to remember that educators shape our future, so I really appreciate everything that they do, and it not just at Lutheran High School, but our neighbor is a principal at a school, just love her too. So they are great. They give so much of themselves for our future. Yeah. And man, you can't put a price on that. And so we're just so fortunate to be to have that experience. Yeah. Well, so if you're moving to Colorado and you need help finding a house, or maybe you found a house and you need to stay in a fully furnished home, Cozy Colorado Furnished Rentals, along with the Correa Real Estate Group, great stays.
We've got you covered.
Yeah. All right. See you next week.